I'm Dana. I'm Heather.
And I'm Christina, and our major is occupational therapy.
Occupational therapy has to deal with many aspects. It deals with activities of daily living, adaptation, leisure, function, motivation, strength, discipline, well-being, interaction, dexterity, life skills, persistence, and most importantly, independence. Alright, so today we're going to talk about how occupational therapy is related to physics. And our topic that we chose is splinting. So in our line of work, we tend to work with stroke patients, and these stroke patients sometimes are paralyzed on maybe like one side of their body. And what happens is without proper splinting, their muscles actually go into what's called contracture, which is kind of like a curling. It's a tightening of the muscles and the hand starts to curl. And without proper splinting, this can become permanent and need surgery to be repaired.
There are many kinds of splints, but today we're going to talk about a really cool technology called the SAM splint. And what it is it comes in a roll like this, and you can unroll it just like this. It's about this wide, this long. Alright, so the material that this is made out of, the orange and the blue side, the outside layer, is made of a cell foam, and on the inside is a very thin sheet of aluminum alloy sheet metal, which is really malleable. It's really bendable, so you can bend it really easily. You can even cut this with a pair of household scissors. The whole physics behind this really cool technology is that when you bend it like this, it gets really rigid, and you can't bend it anymore, like this. And so when you put an arm inside, when you bend it around an arm, it's really protective, and it gets really, really strong. Rigid body, an idealized extended solid whose size and shape are definitely fixed and remain unaltered when forces are applied. The SAM Splint website compares the physics behind their product to the physics behind building bridges and archways with curves. You can see a lot in ancient architecture how stones are strategically placed to help distribute force, and by doing so, these structures are able to support large amounts of weight.
In a healthy arm, we have an equal distribution of rigidity and mass, and so that means we have the F normal going in this direction and the F weight in this direction, but because it's equal distribution, they end up canceling each other out, so it makes it just a very strong thing. But say when you break your arm, that center of mass changes, the rigidity changes, so F gravity or FW and the gravity in that has more of an effect because you've lost your stabilization. So the F normal is less than the FW, so this part of your arm ends up sagging down and it can actually hurt the muscles in your arm. So this is where the SAM splint comes really in handy, because when you put this on here, what it does is it helps rebuild that the F normal force pushing back up on it, and it recreates the rigidity, recreates the center of mass, so the gravity doesn't have an effect on it and it prevents the arm from further damage. Okay, this is a further representation of the healthy arm, and as you can see the F normal and the FW pulling down against from the center of mass, and this is showing that there's just an equal distribution of rigidity and mass in a healthy arm. And again, this is now the broken arm without a splint. So you can see that there's still the F normal and FW force, but because the arm is broken, the rigidity is lost, so it changed the distribution. So the gravity will now have a greater effect on the mass because it is now unequally distributed, and the FW is pulling down and can cause further damage to the muscle if it is not stabilized and the rigidity is regained. Okay, now this is the broken arm with the SAM splint. And so now we have reestablished the equal distribution of weight to by now the F of N and F of W are now equal and opposite of each other. And so now the weight and the rigidity is regained and basically recreates the rigidity of a healthy bone.
It's the music that we choose. 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 The music that we choose. The world is spinning too fast. I'm fine let Nike shoes to keep myself tethered to the days I tried to lose. My mama said, slow down, you must make your own shoes. Stop dancing to the music, I've got gorillas in a happy mood. Keep my groove on. In the jungle, watching a fake betrayal, caught up in the conflict between his brain and his tail. And if time's elimination, then we go.
The SAM splint is an amazing technology, and it has a lot of different benefits. It's not only lightweight and portable, but it's also waterproof, so therefore it's great for both adults and kids as far as showering or if you have kids that want to jump in the pool. And finally, the SAM splint is perfect for emergency situations. It's compact and it's easy to use, so if you're out in the woods and you're not close to medical attention, it would be a great thing to have on hand. The SAM splint website even says that you can use the SAM splint for an oar for a boat. So it's so strong that you can bend the end of it and use it as a paddle.
So the question is, what can't you use a SAM splint for?
Thanks for watching! Bye-bye!
Keep my groove on.